I heard about this quite a while ago. My sister was the first to tell us about the movie. I appreciate her spirit and faith and that she appreciates this type of inspiration. I'm guessing many of you have experienced the song, I Can Only Imagine. I'm also guessing that you join me in saying you've lost someone special to you because it's part of life. Jesus came for this part of life. But the beautiful song, I Can Only Imagine, has a deep and difficult meaning behind it. I was grateful to hear this story, and now I'm grateful that you are with me today for this weekly encouragement episode. It's a beautiful blessing to be able to share this story in the form of a movie. It's been in theaters, but I came across this YouTube version of I Can Only Imagine as it was uploaded only a few days ago. The story is of a man who was treated brutally by his father when he was a boy. It's very hard to see these scenes, so please be prepared, but know it's so well done to portray an important story. I was considering, as I watched this movie, that the story possibly belongs to too many. It may come in different forms, but harshness happens. I feel there may be some who are even close to me, possibly close to you, who have suffered in various ways throughout life, been abandoned and afraid. The man in this story who suffered as a child knew his father as a monster, as no other word could describe him. Maybe some of us, in large or smaller ways, have felt this fear, but I was also struck by how what became larger was the hope of redemption. I pray this for everyone who has suffered in these painful ways. Redemption might be the hardest word. How can I say this in the sensitive way this requires? Redemption can be a hard word, but it mostly has to mean making it right. Incredibly, the one who suffered as a boy in this story was willing to answer questions of the one who had hurt him so badly. Questions about faith that became prominent in the young man's life. Redemption was stronger than the bitterness, though it had tried to derail this talented singer and musician. Might it be possible that we would be in a better place personally and societally if we allowed for redemption and not just walking away when angerness and bitterness crept in? I guess the answer is obvious, but the road to travel is rocky when it comes to redemption. You'll see that in today's weekly encouragement episode. This story even happens in church. I'm reminded as I witness things happening in various difficult scenarios. Possibly there are even ministries that have engaged in cutting other Christian ministries down. And possibly there would be, and we would all be, in a better place spiritually and societally if we allowed for redemption in these areas. There is no one that's perfect. Some ministries have made it a practice to call out other Christian ministries in a broad assessment. I'm praying that ministries will be in the business of seeking redemption and pursuing those who have offended them, and doing this in such a way that we are showing more grace and gratitude, as we should be in this way. Maybe ministries can express righteous fiber and disdain indignation. Much in the same fashion, this young man of faith did in today's weekly encouragement episode. The world looks to the church and people of faith, followers of Christ, to assess righteousness and what's right. And while they watch, some ministries are quite loudly proclaiming faults of other Christian ministries. without reverencing redemption that they are called to represent. That's a larger picture. We all know it's a personal responsibility. It's become a problem as well, and this story behind the beautiful song, I Can Only Imagine, seeks to annihilate the problem of redemption and make it the answer of redemption. Not an easy answer. Yet it's what faith is built upon. It's the meaning of Christ to a spiraling world, a fallen world, the place we live and seek our meaning. Finding it in Christ. We have room to grow personally, societally, and in our faith culture. We don't have the claim on living redemption in our faith culture when the world sees ministries making a practice of stating numbers of other ministries, our Christian ministries, are false. Redemption is meaningful. It's a power to live in a productive way, not derailed by bitterness. I'm praying this for you and for myself because I love you. Please allow this movie to touch your life with courage and determination. It takes determination to live in redemption. I'm praying to be there with you.